Yeah, the goal was make it to state place, get top 8. As the season progressed, it definitely had bigger goals, like make it to the finals, get top 2, and that's what I got done.
In that finals match, what was the difference? What was he doing that was making it so hard for you to get on your offense?
I'd say it's just a lot real aggressive, a lot heavier hands, pretty fast.
What does a second place finish in this season do for you, momentum wise, heading into next year? Does it get you ready and hungry for next year?
It just shows I need to keep working on what I need to do like that, see what I need to do, get better at, like in that match, and that'll help me progress, get up on top of the podium.
What are some of those things that you want to work on in the off season before next year?
Move my feet more, just kind of get lower in my stance.
I felt like I wrestled pretty good. I wrestled pretty tough opponents. Didn't get what I wanted, but got harder, and that's all that mattered.
Oh, at the end of the day, what did it mean to be up there on the podium in 4th place?
It was a happy, not satisfied kind of feeling. Not satisfied where I got, but it's happy to be there.
What about your career overall at Riverside? How would you kind of sum up all the wrestling that you've done there for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, Riverside's a really healthy school system and helps me a lot. The wrestling program there is pretty good as well. Love the opponents that I have in the wrestling room. Love my head coach. Love my coaches. Love everybody that goes there and help everybody that supports me.
Obviously it was not the outcome I wanted at the end, and I know I have a lot to work on, but overall it's a good season. I mean, coming to the state tournament, 2 losses, and pretty much thinking I was peaking at the right time, which I was, and just things didn't work out the way I wanted to. But I got next season, I'll be back.
Take us through that finals match a little bit. It looked like he hit a couple switches on you, and he had that big 5-point move in the second. That was kind of the difference. What was he doing that was making it so tough for you?
I mean, really, just he's had that good switch. Kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I was expecting it, but also not expecting it, if that makes any sense. But things happen, and everything happens for a reason, and I'm confident I'll be back, and that's obviously one area of my game I have to work on a little bit.
One more year for you. What's the goal next year? What's it going to take to get there?
State championship. It's a goal, just like every other year. Got to get back in the room, work harder than I ever have, and I got one more shot left, and I got to make it count.
All right, I still got a lot to work to do, and I didn't get very many matches in this year, but the matches I did get in, I know I went my hardest and gave it my all, but didn't go the way I wanted it to.
What was the difference in that championship match? What was he doing that was making it tough for you?
He's just a great wrestler. He's always in position and makes it hard to get to my offense.
What about, you got Stevie Barnes right below you. What's that mat room like with you guys? You got a bunch of really high caliber wrestlers all in there at once.
It's a great practice room. I got great practice partners pushing me every day. Really helps me get to the level I want to be at.
What's it going to take to make that next step next year and get back on top of the podium for you?
Just going the extra mile, pushing it harder every day.
I'm just glad everything worked out the way we planned it to. Just thankful to everyone that helped me out and helped me improve myself. Watch tape and just kind of prepare for the finals match.
What was the difference for you in that finals match? Cale Brisker's a guy who's been here a lot. He's wrestled a lot of high-intensity matches. What was the difference? How were you able to come out on top?
I think we just prepared really well. All my coaches helped me come up with a game plan, and we just knew all I had to do was wrestle my match, stay in control, and stay calm the whole match and level-headed.
You guys have got a real buzzsaw in the middle of your lineup. What's it like working out with some of these guys? What does that do to elevate your game in practice?
I think it really helps improve my game, especially having super tough people to practice with. And we just make each other better, and it helps out the whole team. And overall, it just keeps everyone moving upwards.
It feels amazing. It's been such a long time coming. There's a lot of nights where, I just had that pain inside, and it really just drove me to get back to this moment and really just try to put out the best performance that I possibly could, and I felt like I did that tonight.
So Jack, you've had a lot of close matches. Even in the finals, you've had close matches. Tonight, you were really able to get to that offense, really separate yourself. What was the difference for you tonight?
Just believing in myself and my coaches. I just genuinely believed that I was the best guy, and I'm not saying that as a slight to anybody that I wrestled, because those guys are really tough competitors, but I just had that conviction within myself that I was going to be able to get it done no matter what, and I was lucky enough to do that tonight.
And how tough is it?
You're usually kind of a reserved guy, but you let out a lot of emotion tonight.
It feels awesome. There's just a lot of emotion that went into it. With last year happening and feeling like this, thank you. I just really wanted to right the wrong and just put up as many points to the scoreboard as I could, and I did that tonight.
You mentioned that. Well, you mentioned that belief, and the last 3 years have been so tough. Night of conflict doesn't go your way. The beginning of this season, 2 losses to Millard Kid. How tough was it to keep that belief? But how much did you keep that belief still?
I think it was actually it was really tough. Especially after Night of Conflict, I was down on myself, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get the job done or not. But even with those 2 losses, I just really put my faith in God, and that was something that I said a lot this weekend in my mind was I don't have to worry about it because God's got me, and I wouldn't be anywhere without my faith in the Lord, and I'm so blessed I can't even begin to describe it.
Yeah, he's really good at riding the legs, and I knew that I needed to practice that. And I almost had him that one time, but man, he's really good at scrambling and working through difficult positions. Props to him; he did a great job.
You were able to take him down a couple times there late in the match. What kind of changed? How were you able to find some offense on your feet?
I knew he was very good at his shots. High crouch outside single. And I knew that if I defended those, which I did on both those shots, I'd be able to circle around, and that's what I did. And I felt like that was like a momentum changer for me. Obviously, it didn't work out, but I knew if I practiced it a lot, and I was very comfortable with that.
Another runner-up finish for you, but when you look back at your career overall, to finish that high on the medal stand that many times, you got to feel proud of what you did as a Panther.
Very proud. It sucks that I got second 4 times in a row. But it's something that a lot of people don't accomplish, and I gotta count all my blessings, and I'm very fortunate that I was able to get this far, and all the great partners I have, all the coaches, everyone that's helped me out through my high school career, and off to college now to push.
I think I wrestled fairly well. There's 2 matches I'd like to have back. Obviously, I think I could be at least 1 place higher today. But I'm not ashamed of it by any means. A medal's a medal, and it was pretty good tournament overall.
Yeah, this is what was this trip like compared to your last trip to state? Were you able to maybe focus a little bit better being in the arena a second time versus your first time out there on the mat?
Definitely, I was more comfortable for sure than I was the last time I was here, and just having a couple other guys with me made me feel better at least. So that was nice too.
A 4th place finish overall. What does that mean for you to be able to stand on the medal stand tonight on that stage and be in 4th place?
It means a lot. I hope that the young kids on my team right now, because we have a pretty good team, big things ahead for Clarinda. I hope they can just look at it and say, that's something I can do, or that's somewhere I can be by the end of my career.
So. It was a great season. I had a lot of fun this season. I overcame some of my fears, and it was a fun season. I got better.
Yeah. Take us through that finals match a little bit. It looked like he kind of got you in the mouth there early, and then was able to finish it. Yeah. What was going wrong for you there on the mat?
I don't know. He just got to his offense, but faster than I did, and he capitalized on it.
What does this year do overall for you, confidence-wise? You said you overcame some of your fears. What does this year maybe do for you going into next year?
It was a big confident booster going out in the finals. Obviously, I'm going to work even harder this next season and off season, and I'm going to try to be on the top of that podium.
What's it going to take to get to the top of the podium? What are some things you need to improve on in the off season?
My conditioning, my conditioning, everything pretty much. My neutral, top, bottom, really my bottom, just improve on everything pretty much.
No, I thought they competed incredibly hard and, put up 90 team points. 90-some team points is a really good tournament. With this tournament, there's always great triumphs and really hard heartbreaks, and we dealt with all those over the last few days. And these guys put in an incredible amount of work. So when we don't reach our ultimate goal, it's hard, it's challenging. But I'm really proud of the way some of them came back and fought, and the three tonight wrestled really hard in the finals. So.
You had one champ in Wyatt Rice. Just talk about his season overall and what he was able to do here tonight.
Yeah, just his semifinal match was a huge match. That kid had beat us twice this year, and we flipped that around, and he was really poised and composed tonight, and just did an excellent job.
Briar Rice, of course, four-time state runner-up for this program. What does he mean to this program? What kind of mark has he left at Logan Magnolia?
He's a great kid and a hard worker and very deserving of all the accolades he's gotten. I think there's a lot of pride in being a four-time runner-up. I know it didn't maybe reach his ultimate goal, but he's an incredible kid, and that's an incredible accomplishment.
Another finalist for you was Rex Johnson. What about the season he put together? He didn't lose to somebody from Iowa until this week up here in Des Moines, once at duels, and then in the finals there. What kind of season did he put together for you?
Yeah, he came up short of the state tournament the last 2 years, so to get here and to get going and get to the finals is really impressive. I saw a lot of pressure I think that he carries around with him lift off over the last few days, and excited for him, excited for where his trajectory is going.
What about the program overall? How do you feel things are rolling right now, and what's the future look like for the Panthers?
Yeah, I'm really proud of 2 third-place finishes at duels and individual here. We got a lot of good kids, and 30-some kids out in our program. We're excited for where we're going and keep working hard and up and down the program.